In this lesson we're going to combine two things that we've already done to see how we can plot points from a function on a graph. So the first thing we want to do is look at the function f of x equals 2x minus 1. And we want to evaluate this function at a few points so that we can graph those points. The first one we're going to look at is f of negative 2. Now just like we've done before, we're going to plug in negative 2 for x in our function, and then we need to evaluate that. So we'll have 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4 minus 1, so we have negative 5. So f of negative 2 is negative 5. Now we'll look at f of 0. So we have 2 times 0 minus 1, which is 0 minus 1, which leaves us with negative 1. Now let's look at f of 1. So we have 2 times, we're going to replace x with 1, so we have a 1 there, minus 1. 2 times 1 is 2, minus 1 equals 1. Now let's look at f of 3. Here we have 2 times, we'll replace x with 3 now, minus 1. So we have 2 times 3, which is 6, minus 1, which is 5. So now we've computed 4 points of this function. Now we're going to graph those points. So first of all, let's write those points down again. So what these points mean, the top one, the red one, says that our x value, when that's negative 2, then f of x is negative 5. In other words, all we're saying is that when we plug in negative 2 for x, we get negative 5. And that's from what we did before on the first screen. Something that we need to realize here, notice how I've written y above f of x. So our f of x values are going to be our y values on this graph. So negative 2, negative 5, we'll graph the same way as we've done before. The negative 2 means we're going to go to the left by 2, and the negative 5 means we'll go down from there by 5. This gives us the point negative 2, negative 5. This is a point on our graph of f of x. Now let's look at the point 0, negative 1. Well, 0 means we don't go to the left or right at all, and the negative 1 means that we go down by 1. So this is the point 0, negative 1. So this is another point on our graph of f of x. How about 1, 1? Well, that means we go to the right by 1 and up 1. So here's another point on our graph of f of x, the point 1, 1. Finally, we'll graph 3, 5. So 3 means we go to the right by 3, and 5 means we go up 5. And so that's the point 3, 5. Now, notice that all 4 of these points lie in a nice straight line. Well, that's because f of x is actually the equation of a line. 2x minus 1, f of x equals 2x minus 1 is a line. And we'll talk more about the equations of lines and how to graph those later.